Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Houston Element Podcast. My name is Missy, and I'm your host. And today, we're doing a special live episode, sneak peek to what's to come on Instagram Live. And here to join me, we have co-founder and CEO of Girl Boss Sweets, Miss Destiny Lanay.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm too blessed to be stressed, honey.
That's right.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
So I am Destiny Lanay. I am co-owner of Girl Boss Sweets Houston. And for those that do know, Girl Boss Sweets is in several different cities. So what we are a co-working space for women in business. We hold different workshops. We hold business classes. We do marketing classes, branding classes, pop-up shops, you name it, we do it. We have content areas. So it's basically to help the women who are already in business or are looking to start businesses. That way we can help you guys elevate to the next level.
Excellent, excellent. And Lord knows you need help from your friends, you know what I'm saying? Because you can be as talented as you want, but it's always better to have a team.
Exactly. So that's what we're here for. So
excellent. So when was Girl Boss Sweets founded?
So it started in Atlanta with my business partner T.H.E. They started in 2018. So she moved here to Houston, and then that's how we met. And I helped her, get everything off the ground for Girl Boss Sweets Houston.
Excellent, excellent. And you're now in multiple locations, you said?
We are. We have Atlanta, we have Houston, we have Birmingham, and then we have a few other cities that are getting ready to pop up, but they're not ready yet. So once they're ready, then we'll release the secrets.
Excellent. I look forward to it. So how did you get starting your business?
So for me, I've always been doing business stuff. So since I was maybe in middle school. But as far as the business management side, I started doing all of that in 2018 as well. Of course, it was always like a hobby for me because I've always been the one who everyone comes to for help.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, okay, I've always been business minded. Why not put two and two together and do something that I love?
Okay, or profit from what you're good at.
Exactly, because it doesn't make sense to do something that you don't like.
True, okay. And so as a co-founder for Girl Boss Sweets, what is an ordinary day in the office for you like?
Oh, you see, I'm here now. So it just really depends on the day. Like today, once I leave here, I literally have to go right back to the office because we have a tour at 6, and then we also have a business class, and then we also have it's called Plan It. So basically it's a planning class for either life and business. So short version.
Oh my goodness. So the clock is not 24 hours. It's more like 48, 72.
Yeah, it's definitely not enough hours in a day, but we make it work.
Oh my goodness. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I commend you for that.
Thank you.
And so what kind of services do you offer at Girl Boss Sweets? You have classes, you have tours?
Yeah, so I do the whole business management side. So outside of Girl Boss Sweets, like I said, do business management. And with that, I basically help anybody that's in business, figure out where they're stuck at. So, and even for those that are not in business, what I do is I help them literally start from ground up. And then T.H.E, which is my business partner, she does the branding and the marketing part of it. So she basically takes your business from here to there, social media wise, and then branding part. So she basically takes it and intensifies it. So by the time you get through with me and T.H.E, you got your whole business.
Goodness. And how did you meet your business partner? Because it's not easy to find somebody with the same admirations as yourself.
It's funny how we met. We both were actually in getting photo shoots at the same time. I was literally scheduled for a photo shoot right after her. And when I got there, they were running a little bit behind. So she was still in there. And the photographer is actually somebody that I've been knowing, one of my friends since high school. And she was like, yeah, I just want you to meet Tiara. And I'm just like, no, I don't think I really want to meet Tiara, but okay. And of course, one thing led to another. We met and we've been joined at the hip since.
Oh, that's so fortunate, man. That's
And
so
you would
fortunate.
never know that we've only known each other for a short period of time. You would think that we've known each other forever.
Well, when you put great minds alike, they don't care how long they've been around. They just in sync.
Right, but even outside of business, we're just really close. So
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And so, what would you say is a unique about your approach in aiding future career individuals of today, or the active career individual of today?
I think with us, because we tailor it towards any woman, not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be an African American woman. It's literally any woman. And then what we also do is we host one event a month for children, just to, because they're the next up and coming entrepreneurs anyway. So we have to make sure that we are also pouring into them too. So
And that's excellent. And you're never too young to learn.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
so I really commend that. And so, what kind of things do you do for the kids, to help them to get inspired?
Well, with the space that we had before, we had a class teaching them about going to the bank. So how to deposit checks, how to go to the ATM, how to write a check. Because unfortunately, the new generation coming up, we don't even use checks. So they don't know very much outside of, hey, mama, I need some money, or cash at me, or stuff like that. So unless you're giving them cash, they don't know much about debit cards and stuff like that. So we do that. And then next Saturday, so we have a pop-up shop for strictly young and children aged entrepreneurs. So the pop-up shop is going to be nothing but children who have businesses. So
That's excellent. That is excellent, man. Because Lord knows, school is a great place to learn, but there's a lot of things you don't learn.
exactly.
So it's great to take advantage of those kind of resources that you guys offer.
Right.
Wonderful. And so your website offers information about a variety of resources, free downloadable content and paid memberships that include exclusive content. What would your advice be to someone who's interested in taking the first step in a prosperous future and is in researching your content for the first time?
I always tell them to just come by, because the thing is, it's one thing for me to just give you a card or give you a website and say, hey, go look at us. But it's a totally different thing when you're actually able to meet somebody in person. Because a lot of the times, not many people are genuine. So when you're actually able to sit in front of somebody and it's actually like genuine, then it's totally different. So that's why I always say, hey, I can give you a website, I can give you a number, I can give you an Instagram, but come by and see us.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And what would you say is something important about like your professional business approach with meeting with people? Because, you may be with your friends like, hey, girl, how's it going? But not everybody will, understand that kind of communication.
Right. Well, see, the thing is, me and Tiara are actually really sociable people. So it's like you can put us in any room and we can kind of blend. But I think it's more so of just our energy. Because like I said, I can approach anybody and you'll know if someone doesn't want to be approached. So it really just boils down to the energy and your genuineness.
Yeah, because if they generally if you can't be accepted for who you generally are, they're probably not genuine themselves.
Exactly. And I'm me regardless of where I am, if I'm in business clothes or if I'm in tennis shoes and gym shorts, like I'm going to be me. So.
Exactly. Not all heroes wear capes, okay?
Exactly.
And so what are some of the benefits of your different memberships that you guys offer?
So we have of course, our junior membership, which is for the children, entrepreneurs that can come in. We can mentor them. They can learn from us. We also have one membership where they can utilize the co-working space Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We have a lot of women who use it because they get tired of sitting at home, working from home, and they just come, get a desk, pull up a chair, and they work from the office. And then with that particular membership, you get access to all of our online classes that we have for free. So any class that we have that's online, that is included with the membership. And then we also have one that is like a late night, because we know we have a lot of business people who still work full time and they can't come during the day. So that one is actually available 7 days a week. As long as we don't have like private events, that's available 7 days a week until midnight. So you can come in, co-work, or use the space, do whatever it is that you need to. And then they get half off rentals. So our space, of course, we run specials sometimes. So even if we say we have the special that's $350, then the members get it for $175. So.
And that's excellent because, like, especially sometimes people work at home, they're like, this is great, except my kid's screaming in the background or my husband won't leave me alone, things like that. So having that kind of environment is crucial for the creative process and for, getting things done.
Exactly.
And so Girl Boss Suites host, like you said, many kind of events, both online and in person, from social gatherings to business conventions, and even events for kids and teens. So how do you come up with all the ideas for your different events?
We just come up with ideas. Mainly, so Tiara is more of the creative person. And then if I have something, I'm like, hey, this is the idea that I have in my head. And she'll just 5 minutes later have a flyer. And I'm just like, you know what? Get out of my head, because that's exactly what I was thinking. But between the both of us, we kind of, and then we've been doing it for so long, it's kind of like sleeping for us. So.
And that's wonderful. I mean, it's very crucial. Would you agree to have such a, people that work with you that are just in sync with you?
Yeah. It and I think that's what makes it so easy and enjoyable, because we get along so well. So.
And who said you can't be friends with the people that you work with? You know what I'm saying? Like genuine friends.
Right. And then, of course, not saying that we don't, have our moments, but because we're so close, like I said, and, you have your moment. And if it's a genuine connection, then that's like with any friend. You guys argue or disagree. 2 minutes later, it's like it never happened. So.
And so your business also offers potential clients and/or members, like you said, to book rooms for called a Boss for a Day experience at your Houston location. And can you elaborate on that and explain if what was your feedback from your clients and members' experience signing up for that type of a session?
So we get a lot of feedback, actually. For the Boss for a Day, it literally, like you said, you can come in. You do content, you can do photos. It just really depends on what you're looking for. We have it all. So.
That's excellent. Yeah, because I mean, and like for us, that are engineers and work in production things, we know it's like we're not always going to have the most expensive gear around.
Right.
But, just having that environment or just that support system makes all the world of a difference.
Right.
And so what kind of unique things about your space that you guys offer that helps the people to really get into the work mode and bring out their best products out?
Like I said, I think it's more so of the different type of events that we have. Like, you don't see it often, people having planning events or events to just sit around and network and say, hey, this is the event that I have. This is the date that I have in mind. Or this is my business. Help me. So I think it's more, like I said, it's more so the type of classes that we have, and the fact that you actually get to utilize me and Tiara to help you with your business, instead of us saying, hey, here's this event, figure it out. You really get to literally sit and work with us personally.
And that alone is incentive enough, I think, because you're so used to people saying, talk to our 24-hour chat line.
Right.
So that's wonderful that you guys are there personally to give the clients and the members an opportunity to actually utilize you guys, not just the resources that you make available.
So you're not just going to come in and get a piece of paper, or you're not going to come in and see someone else sitting there, unless it's one of the business coaches that we have, on our team. But 9 times out of 10, it'll be me and Tiara.
Well, that's excellent. So, hot topic. As a business name may suggest, Girl Boss Suites is especially geared toward helping women in particular who are interested in prospering a legal business and a career. But does your business also offer clients from all kinds of backgrounds?
We do. And so don't get it twisted. We don't just deal with women. We have male clients as well. But of course, the Girl Boss Suites stems from because we are women, we are bosses. So that's where it comes from. But if you are a male, we do have male clients as well. And we do have events at the space that are geared for men. So
That's wonderful. And so from the feedback from your events kind of things, whatever, has there been people that says like, oh my God, I want to come back and do this specific kind of event over again, or, you know?
we do. We get that a lot. So, of course, we have a lot of people that come out for the first time and they're like, oh, we absolutely love the space. And then they get to, having all these ideas and brainstorming. And we're like, hey, let's do it. So you don't know what you're going to do, or you don't know anything about failure until you actually try it.
Exactly. And have you seen the difference in methods of like planning your events or conducting your events? It's like, each time you're elevating the experience and adding on other things?
Most of the time, yes. Yeah, because of course it's a learning experience. So especially if it's an idea that we decided off the rim and said, this is the first time we've had it, then of course you learn from that one. That way, when you have the next one, you'll know what not to do. And then of course with the second one, you may have another same thing. You learn what not to do with the first and the second one. That way, when the third one comes, it'll be a little bit better. So that's the whole purpose of having networking events. That way you can learn and grow from those events.
Indeed, because, especially you'll ask anybody that works in live sound or production, you can be as prepared as you want, and there's always going to be some monkey wrench.
Exactly. You never know what's going to happen. Case in point, what happened this morning. So
Yes.
You never know.
Yes. But as you see, the show will go on.
Exactly. It will go on. So.
And since founding Girl Boss Suites, the company has been fortunate, like you mentioned earlier, to have multiple locations: Atlanta, Houston, and Birmingham. And how do you get... I can't read my own questions. How did you all get to where you were having so many opportunities to expand?
We do a lot of networking events, a lot of conferences around the country anyway. So of course, when we go to different places, they may say, hey, we want you to come here and speak, or we want you to come there and do this. So it really just comes from networking with the different people. And then of course, if we get to a place like with Birmingham, it stemmed. So.
And I appreciate what you mentioned earlier, that just like, you do things and maybe the first thing wasn't as good, but you learn and you go. You're not deterred from making progress, because there's always room to be making more progress.
Right.
And that's what people need. They need some courage, not liquid courage, not nicotine courage, just some courage.
Exactly.
And so soon in August, your business will be hosting a business getaway event in Miami, Florida.
We are. I can't wait.
So is this possible foreshadowing for more business opportunities or more expansions?
It is. We're not going to make any promises, but who knows?
Excellent. And what can we be expecting from this event in Miami?
So it's literally an event to get together with like-minded women and just relax, have fun, and network. Because the problem with a lot of us women, we're strictly business. Like we're going, and we don't get much time to actually sit still and think about what we're doing or relax. So that was the whole purpose of the getaway, is that so that way we can get away and relax.
Now, I know from personal experience myself in the past, I've gone to networking events and I've just been nervous boots, and I'm like, I don't know these people and I'm intimidated. Have you had members and clients that have come up to you and been like, hey, can you kind of help me get in the water a little bit? I don't know what to do.
But like I said, because we're so sociable, like you can literally put us in the room with like 200 people and we're probably going to talk to 199 because we're so busy trying to talk to everybody. And it's not trying to just, get our name or anything out there. That's just who we are. We just We just talk to everybody. So usually when we have somebody that comes to the networking events and they're like, oh, we're shy, we see them standing off, we're probably going to take their hand and like, hey, it's such and such, meet such and, so that way they won't feel as intimidated. So you can't come to our events and be, shy in the corner.
And again, I really commend that and respect that about you and your partner, that you guys are not afraid to get in front of your clients and your members and be like, hey, this is me and this is your home and come make yourself comfortable.
Exactly.
I mean, you're always hearing about when people get super, big, and you guys are already established with all these locations, but you're still managing that humbleness. That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. And so do we have any other kind of events outside of the Miami thing coming up?
We have a lot of events. That's the funny thing. I can never remember them, like dates right off the top of my head. But we have a brunch on Sunday. So, I just tell people to make sure you stay connected to our Instagram, the Houston location, to get the information for Houston. And then also you can sign up for our email blast. We literally send out emails to let you know what's coming up, what to expect, what to look for. And then, of course, like I said, we always have our events going on our personal pages as well as the Girl Boss Suites Houston page. So,
well, you heard it from Miss Destiny yourself. There are plenty of things going on with Girl Boss Suites. So you guys need to come out to these events, support your local businesses, and support yourself.
Yes.
Because you deserve to grow.
Definitely that part.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
It was an absolute pleasure. Is there any last little bit of advice you have for the listeners?
I just like to leave people with just make sure that you are confident in you and believing in you, because nobody's going to believe in your business more than you are. So
that part. Hit the rewind. Okay. When we upload this on Spotify, Amazon, all those platforms, hit the rewind.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this week. And thank you guys for joining us on Instagram Live. We appreciate you. And please follow Miss Destiny at I Am Destiny Lanay, and also Girl Boss Suites on Instagram and all their social media platforms. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Thank you.